Hey everyone, it's Donna here, and I just wanted to come on and show you a couple of journals that I have finished during the holiday break I took. I was in the craft room a lot doing making journals. So these are two that were completed that I completed during that break. I'm going to start with the smaller of the two. This one I'm calling Dana. And this was an experiment for me because I have never made a hardcover book into a journal before. And I'm planning to make this one, this 1700 or 1800s prayer book, into a journal eventually. But I wanted to do a little test ahead of time. This one I'm calling Dana, and I'll show you why in a minute. Dana is 5 inches wide by 7.5 inches tall, and she has maybe a 1.25 inch spine ish. She has 72 pages, and as I said, this is a hardcover book, and I made a cover for it out of a antique linen that I had that was just the right size to wrap around the journal. And I just did a collage of some of my linens on there, and this image is printed on fabric, and there's some batting behind it. And this butterfly was from the same tablecloth that this came off of, and it's just tied with some vintage lace. And the book, and the inside of it is just covered with some muslin, coffee dyed muslin. The name of the book is The Dana Girls Mystery Stories. This book was from 1954. I got it at a garage sale for like a quarter, so I figured this would be a good test for me. It's only a quarter. If I mess it up, no big loss. It's got a pretty spine. And it has like a linen feel to the cover. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through here. I kept the end papers, and the spine is reinforced with some bookbinding tape on the inside below the fabric. Just a collaged pocket here, and inside of it is a page from one of my 1700s books with the rag paper. And just a little snippet at the top with some fabrics and paper. There's lots of laces in this one as well. You can see them all there. Some at the top. Laces hanging out everywhere. This is just a little snippet I made from some faux handmade paper. This is an eco-dyed envelope, and there's just a little snippet on the top, and inside of it is a journaling card that I made, and of course some antique lace at the bottom there. A little collage there, and another snippet with some laces and fabrics up there. Oops. Inside this pocket is a page from this German prayer book from the 1800s. It's a double page. And a page from a cigarette card collecting catalog. Those are originals. This is another page from a German book that I have. Some pretty lace there. And this is a page from a German school book from, I think this one was 1909, something like that, or 1900. I can't remember the date of that one. More lace there. Inside this pocket is a sample fabric sample card with a selection of some of my laces and fabrics. The other side of that envelope, the eco-dyed envelope, and in it is a collaged card. Some more lace at the bottom there, and just a collage on the front of that. Page from my poetry book. This page just flips open for journaling, and this is a image that I got from archive.org. Looks like, it's so cute. Looks like she's trying to force feed her dog, and he doesn't look like he's cooperating. And then just a little snippet on the corner there, and a rusty paper clip. Shorthand book, some more pretty lace. Inside this little collage tuck spot is another page from that I got from archive.org, and now looks like she's scolding her doll, which looks to be sleeping on the job. And then this is a page from part of a cover of an envelope that came from Poland from 1988, it looks like. Another snippet up there. And in this tuck spot are some bits of ephemera, original bits of ephemera. And this altered guest check is a pocket, and inside the pocket is a vintage postcard from La Placita, Old Albuquerque. Here's the fortune cookie in this one. Inside of that this folds out, and there's a fortune in there for the recipient. This is a scanned page from that German prayer book. There's a little collage snippet up there. Glassine envelope with a collage on the front, and inside it is a library catalog card with some butterflies decoupaged on there. And just another collage on the back. Page from a humorous almanac from 1873. Another one of the Sam Poole fabric lace sample cards with one of my antique laces. And this signature in the center has a page from one of the 1700s French books. Just a snippet at the corner there. Uh-oh, I hear my dog woofing. There may be barking coming up. Some lace there. The back side of the glassine envelope with a collage on it with some laces. And in it is a embossed card with some laces. There's some lace down here. Another snippet of old lace there. There's another tuck spot with a collage with some vintage papers. And in it is a original letter from 1924. Some antique lace there. And the back. I left it just the way it was. So that is Dana. My first attempt at doing a journal from a book, a hardcover book. Now, this one I'm calling Elizabeth. She's a bit bigger. I need to come out a little bit. Elizabeth is 6 inches by 9 inches. She has one very fat signature with 64 pages. And she is held closed with a belly band or a snippet roll that I made into the closure, and just some coffee dyed fabric. And she also has a tassel made from all of my antique laces, mostly my French laces. And there's a vintage applique on the front, and this is dimensional. The cover, as I was going through my stash looking for things to put in my giveaway for the challenge I have going on right now, I found this beautiful antique lace, and I just decided to make it into the cover of a journal. Isn't that beautiful? And there's fabric underneath. Inside the front, beautiful fabric and a lace pocket and a very big journaling card and my note from the bookmaker. I have another piece of old linen that's been coffee dyed, labeled to say what the journal is about. This is a date book from 1946 that I have in my stash. This one is kind of a cross between vintage and nature journal, because there's a lot of vintage things and a lot of nature elements. This piece of lace at the bottom you can tuck something into that if you want. This piece here, held on with a rusty paper clip, this was a tutorial from Annalise Journaling. I'll put a link to her channel down below. I've been very much inspired by her lately. This is a journaling spot that has a tag in the front, a tag tucked into the side here, and then another tag in the back. And then there's a collage on the front here. This opens up for writing space in between. This is a scan of one of my linens, actually a Quaker lace. And this side of it is from Ruby and Pearl XO, a digital from Ruby and Pearl XO. So it goes together like that. Just a snippet here with some slow stitching on it. This pocket has a card tucked into it, a postcard, and this one is from 1915 and it's addressed to Elizabeth. So that's the name for this journal, came from the name on this postcard, Elizabeth. This is from Montreal with a cluster of, there's some more slow stitching on here. Pages from botanical books, Edith Holden. This is a large belly band. It's made with fussy cut and some of my antique papers. Sam Poole stamp. And tucked into it is a original page from a 1902 farm journal. It has all the wonderful advertising on it. Coffee dyed paper. This already had the holes in it. I just ran some antique lace through it. This is a page from one of my 1700s books that I have with the rag paper. This, whoever gets this, there's plenty of room for additional decorating and journaling. You can make this into whatever you want. You can decorate it up. There's a paper bag envelope, and in it is a little booklet with some lace and just some snippets of paper, little bits of paper. And then this collage on the front, there's some slow stitching on here and at the top here. This is also a pocket. There's nothing in it. You can put something in there. Page from one of the Audubon books that I have. Some antique lace there. This is one of my eco-dyed papers, the heavier weight paper. This is a map page with some lace at the bottom and a tuck spot on this side, and inside this pocket is a page from one of the this is the 1800s German prayer book, and a letter from 1924. That's an original. Just a snippet up here with some slow stitching on it. Page from my 1800 ledger that I have that's been coffee dyed. In the center of the signature is a big moth page that has been made into a pocket, and inside of the pockets are two very large journaling tags that are two halves of a there it is, two halves of a fussy cut flower from one of my botanical books. A little snippet of lace. Inside this pocket is a advertising card for the Presto light. I guess that's a new light that they discovered, that they created for buggies. And then this is a reproduction page scanned page from an 1888 book, and this is the language and sentiment of flowers, and it tells all about how they would send messages to each other by choosing different combinations of flowers that said what they were trying to convey, and it lists all the flowers and what they mean. So it's very interesting reading. And some lace at the bottom there. A fabric flip with several different laces and fabrics. You can journal underneath that. Another cluster with some slow stitching on it there. It says nature. The back side of the bag has a collage on the front with some slow stitching on there as well. And inside the bag is a piece of original ephemera. It's actually a bank check stubs from 1963. That's an original. You can, if you want, you can make that into a little journal. And then just a collage on the back. Some antique lace on the bottom there. This is a long, tall pocket with embossed paper, and that flips open for journaling. And this is just a little flip of different papers that you can journal on. Edith Holden, some more lace down here. Here's the fortune cookie in this one. There's a little fortune in there. Botanical book. Another collage on the front, and tucked behind are a couple of, these are reproduction. This is a letter, and this is a piece of advertising. You can use those for collage. Another little snippet at the bottom here. More lace. Just a big fussy cut flower that I did. And this is a pocket with some slow stitching on this as well. There's some French knots in the middle of that, and lace at the bottom. And just a collage tag tucked in it. And then in the back, oh, there's the rest of that linen that's coming over from the front. There's just some coffee dyed papers that you can use for extra journaling or to cover up some of the pages that have text on them, whatever you want to use those for, and that beautiful, beautiful fabric. So that is Elizabeth, Both of these journals are for sale. If they are still for sale when you see this video, the purchase information will be down below in the description box. You'll need to send me an email. I didn't weigh this one. This one will probably be prohibitive for, well, actually, they both, this one's a hard cup. I don't know if this will be available for international people. The shipping may be more than you're willing to pay. But if you're interested, let me know, and I can give you a quote on shipping. So these two are for sale, and I thank you all for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed looking at these journals, and I will see you this coming weekend. I'm going to start up with my videos again. So thanks, and bye for now.